A community living in fear. Whoever killed 3 people in Seminole Heights is still out there. The victims were all alone when they were shot and killed within days of each other. A lot of you here in Tampa may have heard from family or friends who are out of town and very worried for your safety. This has made national news. The murders in southeast Seminole Heights started on October 9th. The 3rd person was killed last Thursday. All 3 bodies, as you can see on this map, were found within a half-mile of each other.
Now, in just about an hour and a half, Mayor Bob Buckhorn and Tampa Police will be meeting with neighbors to talk about their fears and concerns and how they can help get this person off the streets. 10 News reporter Johnson Norris is live at Edison Elementary School where the meeting.
Reg, you know what, with Seminole Heights now in the national spotlight, it might be easy to forget that this is a neighborhood that for years now has been making headlines here locally for, granted, much different, much more positive reasons. We've seen a lot of new people move in here, and we have seen a lot of new businesses follow too. And you can bet that many of those people, some who we spoke with today, plan to be at this meeting here tonight. They say that they do not want to see the progress that has been made to improve this area's reputation be reversed by these murders.
Old Heights Bistro, this is Natalia. How may I help you?
Tucked away off Nebraska in the southeast corner of Seminole Heights is Old Heights Bistro. It opened in 2014 and it is a bit off the beaten path.
Our customers are definitely the neighborhood.
But if you live here, you know it. It's the out-of-town customers who've been harder to come by lately.
So yeah, I have had people cancel, say, really big reservations because if they're not from the neighborhood, they're not going to want to come to the neighborhood.
The string of mysterious murders seems to have some people spooked. She says business has slowed, but at least locals have been quick to embrace one another.
I walk around, I ride my bike everywhere. More than anything, you're going to see people walking down the street. And if it's at night, especially at night, they're very, very open. They're looking at each other in the eyes. They're saying hello.
It is an interesting time for the neighborhood, which has been seen for the past several years as the it place in Tampa for new bars and restaurants, changing the perception and attracting plenty of new people who otherwise used to avoid this part of town. His ramen house on Florida Avenue is a prime example.
We in the community has worked very hard to get a lot of new places, a lot of interest in this area.
Opened just under 2 years ago, it has proven to be a major draw for people coming from outside of the area. Bloomquist says the murders haven't necessarily changed that, at least for now.
Hey, this is not a dangerous area, there just is a dangerous person out there. So I hope that this is not something that's going to tarnish the reputation of what is a very, up and coming and, very interesting neighborhood.
Back here live, and that man you just heard from there actually saying at their restaurant they have seen the opposite compared to what you heard from the other restaurant featured there, Old Bistro, and that they have been seeing less locals coming in, people who otherwise maybe would have opted just to walk, instead choosing to stay inside, stay home. Reggie?
All right, thank you so much. There's a $25,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest. Also joining the search for the person or people responsible for the Seminole Heights murders, the Tampa Bay Guardian Angels. They began patrols last night at the corner where the first person was killed, Benjamin Mitchell. They're escorting people through the neighborhood safely and helping police any way that they can. And just last week, we showed you how the Guardian Angels are still active in the Tampa Bay area on a regular basis. They patrol Ybor City and St. Petersburg anywhere they need to make themselves seen in order to prevent others from committing crimes.
Last night, hundreds of people took to the same streets where the killings happened. They held this vigil to support the families of the 3 victims. They also wanted to send a message to whoever is behind the shootings. They want them to know they will not live in fear. Anthony Noboa's dad was also at the vigil. Noboa was the 3rd victim. The 20-year-old had autism. He was killed after taking the wrong bus.
He looked like an easy target. The most sweetest boy I ever. He never said nothing bad to me.
All police have to go on right now is this video, and they really want to find and talk to the person of interest you see right here. You might recognize this person. You can see that person wearing a hoodie. Surveillance cameras recorded this person in the area on the night of the first murder. Again, there is going to be a meeting with community leaders starting at 6:30 at Edison Elementary. If you cannot make that meeting, we will stream it live on our website. It will also be up on our Facebook page. Just search 10 News WTSP.